I play a lady from the Preservation Society. She's come to check out the ship to see if it can become a landmark, but she ends up staying a little too long for her liking.
And along the way, she encounters this sort of self-appointed caretaker who's pretty eccentric, and it doesn't go well.
The script, when I first read it, I at first went, huh? Oh, okay, I get it. This is great.
I was sent the script and I read it, and I immediately thought it was a very specific tone. It had comedy in it, yet there was a thriller, dark, kind of haunted aspect to it, and I have not seen that before myself, and so I thought that was just so specific and so edgy and modern that I immediately, you know, I thought, oh, I'd like to really do this, and then I sort of spent about an hour trying to figure out the ending. And once I figured out really what I got out of it personally, that's when I said, no, I really want to do this project.
She got the humor, which maybe everybody doesn't get.
It's a series of occurrences, events that happen all through one night. So Paula, she's experiencing different things. Some are good, some aren't so good.
The character right away spoke to me.
Larry and I have been talking for a couple of years about working on a film together here.
I had never had the chance to actually meet Rich. We've emailed, we've talked on the phone, but nothing face-to-face to shake hands on.
So we let his beard go a couple of weeks, and he hasn't shaved, and put the greasy overalls on him, and he's pretty convincing.
And I think that it really describes Viggs. He's lonely. He manages this ship. Not a lot of people visit this character, and Viggs just he's so excited to have Paula on board this ship, but he's got another problem. He's got another problem that he's dealing with the ship, and that's a big secret of his, and not one I'm willing to divulge. But it's really fun to play this guy.
So those two together, the dynamics of Renee and Larry are fantastic to watch. And Renee's got a lot of comic timing. She's a very physical actor, and she's a good sport. The shower scene is, she should probably get hazard pay for that, but don't tell her that.
The reason I really wanted to do this project is because I thought there was great comedy in the script, and then there's a specific tone that Rich captured, and I thought immediately that there's only one person that could direct this, and that would be the writer. And I didn't know anything about him, and I just thought, no, this is just one of those things that you follow your instincts on.
Imagine a time where there were no computers or stuff like that to help out. This was the real deal.
You know, actually, there is something.
Come on, check this out.
You don't have to play the comedy, it's already there. You can just sort of create an undertone and let it carry itself. That's fun. I like that.
For me, it's on two levels what fascinates me most about it. The first, I don't usually get to play a guy like this. Usually I'm, hey, buddy, and do a couple fall downs and show my belly. And that's about it. And this guy is so deep and a little dark, and he's lonely, and he wants to be loved. There are a lot of layers to him. One moment he is laughing, and the next second he's regressed into a horrible memory, and he's scared. So it's really a nice little EEG reading of my character.
Camera's good.
And action!
Who wants to go see where you drive the boat? Yeah! Well, come on!
He's ashamed of his teeth. I didn't think that my character had these great-looking teeth. Thank you so much. No, but I thought he really wants to impress Paula, and he's got horrible teeth. So when I smile, I never smile showing my teeth because I'm ashamed of them.
I've been preparing a Chicago accent. I started downloading accents off YouTube and putting them on my iPhone. So every now and then I look like I'm on the phone when I'm really just listening to accents all day.
I've had the opportunity to work with Renee now for a couple days, and oh my goodness, she's great.
Get the hell out of here!
And it's so great being a cast member with someone else when an idea comes up and they go, why not? Let's try it.
Good. Thank you. Cut.
You get on set with someone who wants to explore. It's amazing, and it's going to show up in the movie.
He's a great comedian. He's from Second City, and those are the things that I thought would be a great attribute to this project because of the dark comedy element to it all. You have to have someone that can sense physical humor and the witty comments that are already in the script.
This movie is a trip. I love it. I was asking Rich, our director, how would we categorize this film? Is it suspense? Is it a dark comedy? It's really all over.
I was well.
It's the original 1931 construction here. So what we have is incredible woodwork, dark tones, creepy hallways, great light fixtures, all the original water faucets, everything is intact. And so it's a complete art-directed set. And I'm glad of it. So if you're walking that way and he's kind of pushing you,
Okay.
like that, and then he stops and he does his lines like this.
Oh, okay.
This is the thing.
Okay.
Look at this. You know, and you're doing your, you know, oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Everybody looks at me like that though. I was on this ship as a kid a lot, sailing. I mean, I would take this thing to Wisconsin. I'd sneak on it because they were making their money off of railroad cars mostly. And when a snotty-nosed little kid wanted to get on board, they'd never even ask, you know. So I'd come sneaking aboard with a sleeping bag and I'd sleep right above this winch house up here and take a midnight voyage.
What is that?
Oh, plenty of floaters around here. They always get stuck right there between the boat and the dock.
Well, but how come? That just doesn't seem right.
Oh, they get pretty stinky, even for me, and I'm used to some pretty smelly stuff around here. When I get the time, I scoop them up and bury them. Here, follow me.
Huh.
Very nice.
Red cut.
Loved it.
This whole week has been a series of Paula waking up in many different ways. So it's mostly been Rich and I in a stateroom, having a few jokes, collaborating, and getting to know each other.
Because the ship is a character, I went with really wide, long, slow dolly shots. This environment is got to be part of this game. I think we're able to envelop the ship in the shot in a way that it plays, and I think people will thank me for including the ship as a character.
Rich keeps laughing at me saying that I keep trying to make this a haunted movie. And I keep saying, you know, I'm just reacting to what's around me. This ship has so much life in it. You can just be here, and especially without working with anything else, you can react to the elements that are all around. And Rich has also been telling me some stories of the history of Michigan and different occurrences that have happened. So I don't know if he's trying to set me up to be spooked out, or if it's just Rich with his storytelling.
This ship has such a personality to it. And like you were doing, where you were just sneaking around listening, and you look at all the times people touched that doorknob or sat in that chair. While it makes very crazy and creepy noises, especially if you light it in certain ways or come out here at night, this ship is not haunted. However, I may not be the right person to ask. Some of my crew has had their hair stand up and all that, and I might just be too practical to open that window. So I don't know. You decide. And this won't be very wide, so I don't think I'll even see the floor, but let's definitely watch that.
Okay.
Typically when I'm like talking with the script supervisors, some of the main things that I'm really checking in with her are we getting the coverage that we need? Is there any shots or scenes or visuals that we need, that we owe to that scene, so that we are making sure we get everything covered? We're also making sure for continuity. It's really important, especially in a movie like this, which is kind of woo, all over the place. There's a lot of places for there to be errors and to slip up. And so I'm constantly working with Cheryl and relaying everything back to the director to make sure everything is looking exactly as Rich wants it to look.
I am the keeper of the script, which is the Bible for what we do. And that has all of his notes. It tracks props, it tracks wardrobe, it tracks set dressing, lines, line changes, light up, setup, day, night, those kinds of things.
I love that Rich doesn't watch dailies, because I don't watch dailies either.
Aren't these guys amazing? Look at that. These guys are a phenomenal team. Together they tell this creepy story of love and hardship and fantasy.
there was a sequel.
And romance.
Romance, adventure.
Oh wait, that was a different movie. Never mind. Yeah, forget it.
Continuity in this one is extremely difficult because you have got bits and pieces of all these dreams being shot on different days. So we've kept hair as simple as possible so we don't have to worry about was it to the left, was it to the right, was it, in that type of situation. But I've been working with Rich for probably around, 10 years now.
Each one of my department heads that I've worked with for years, their deal memo on this job is, okay, they might be, key grip / mentor, sound mixer / mentor, gaffer / mentor, script supervisor / mentor, et cetera, et cetera. What's happening then is each one of these interns can really go to one person in particular. And after this shoot, we'll have a really pretty good feel for what that department does. Plus, they've been able to see the whole system work.
This is awesome to see how it actually is organized and put together.
Are we ready to fire this? And we can.
Yeah, let's give it a shot and see if we coming in right. I'm learning things, just new techniques on how to rig lights and set up the filters.
I actually harassed him a little bit before he called me up and asked me, do you still want a job? So, but I'm really excited to actually get the chance to make a film with him.
One of the things we enjoy about small independent filmmaking is that everybody has a chance at some point or another to help the other department or the other person out. And it not only expands your skill set, but it also helps you to understand what else is going on in the filmmaking process and gives you, we feel, a better appreciation as a whole for what's involved.
Working with Rich is an ideal job. He's very generous. He lets anybody can look at a shot and say, well, I don't think that works. It doesn't look right. And he'll say, well, okay, convince me. Tell me why. And he'll go with it. It's kind of a collaboration with everybody. And he tries to surround himself with people that he trusts enough to make calls like that.
I'm gonna go up and see if my theory is correct.
There you go.
I don't believe he would ever bring someone on set that where the personality wouldn't match and where they wouldn't get something out of the experience.
I'm still learning, I just love it all. And I love collaborations like what Rich has pulled together because everyone's here because they want to be here. They love the passion of storytelling. And it's a good group of people. And that's why I do this. I love it.
He really believes in the story. That is so important to him, and he really, really believes in the quality of talent and crew that he brings on. He doesn't like to micromanage. Hey, you're responsible for that. Go do that.
And then do what you got to do here, and then then all you got to do is this, right? And then follow them in. Something along those lines. It gets us exactly the same coverage without having you spend all afternoon doing the turn.
But I really like it when we do movies with Rich because he does do a smaller crew, so you do get to know absolutely everybody on the film. And it really does allow you to work very quickly to get a larger product, a feature film.
What's going on in there?
You okay?
No, I'm not okay.
Gotta go. Meg?
Renee?
Yeah.
Vince has got a girlfriend.
What do you think's going on in here?
The great thing about Rich is that he makes it fun, and that's important to him. There's a lifestyle component to it. I mean, certainly we all work very hard, and it's about getting the job done, but at the end of the day, it's about having a good experience about that job.
Anyone that has an ancillary skill and can avail it to the film, all the better. We have to get some painting done today. It'll be interesting to see who, based on their peripheral skills, is going to get roped into that one.
Having a blast.
When I grow up, I want to be just like Rich Brauer. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see this film.